Hello, beautiful, awesome people. It's a really nice day today, isn't it? Ha ha ha. Okay, whatever. You know what time it is. Get one thing straight. My name is. Wait for it. Y'all already know I'm Trevor Honeycutt, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is. That's right. Show Fresh City. Get it through your pretty little head. Show Fresh City is absolutely unequivocally the very finest thing you could possibly put into your ears on any given day. Like, you know how to jam all the best content into your glistening sweet brain. Like big time, okay? You feel me? You trying to get crazy with me, essay. Don't you know that I'm loco? Ha ha ha, just playing around. Howdy ho, here we go. So you know what I love to learn about is all kinds of murders and disappearances with weird, sick, twisting turns of violent insanity within the stories. That's why I wanted to talk a little today about something called as true crime. I know, right? Finally, Show Fresh City is getting around to dipping into this vast and freakishly fascinating story. Honestly, when I first started getting into it, I think I was looking into that Chris Watts guy. Remember him? He was trying to spend the rest of his life with this lady girl called Nicole Kessinger, who I kid you not is alleged to be a member in the OTO. Can you grip that one? Ha ha ha. Hey, chuckle chuckle wowie. Blam bama boopy bap. Ha 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 doobale. Hey now, this guy had his kids in the way of his true love, and he thought it'd be like real convenient to go ahead and just like, I guess, murder his own babies, and then maybe just drink a creatine shake with his girlfriend, and then start doing interviews on TV about how sad he was that he couldn't be presently locating both his missing daughters and the wife and mother he was used to living with. If you have ever been ignited by the flame of psychosis over a hot new piece at the workplace, you exactly how mangled and twisted your thoughts become. And then there were other classic cases of serial killers like the way Ted McBundy used to be killing on some weird-ass rampage back in the 70s. McBundy used to get all up in one of his dark green or gray turtlenecks and just freak out in either Washington State or maybe even Idaho at one point. People thought he was charming, and I'm not entirely sure he acted alone in all of his heinous homicides. Which is why we are deeply committed to the highest standards of analysis available by law or by the dictates of the modern YouTube content creations of an elaborate procedure. Subsequently, all these and other volumes of our indicators likewise stress the corresponding structures to what has heretofore been categorized by true crime or content thereto pertaining. I don't know about you, but I certainly have wondered whether if you also like to waste whole afternoons listening to semi-idiotic YouTube personalities go on and on about the same murder that like 20 other channels have also covered. It's so cool. And you know now that suddenly everyone is an expert. And all you have to do is bring up Stephanie Lazarus and a whole pile of dead bodies starts to smell weird. Because her demonic faces make me laugh way more than maybe they should. Sheesh, what is even up with that lady? I wonder how she is doing now. Like, is she doing anything interesting in prison? Then hey guys, what about that interrogation with Russell Williams? Just whoa. So embarrassing for that dude. He's all confident like there's no way they will figure out that it was me. Because oh my, did you know about all those photos he took with the lady's clothes on? That's gotta be so weird if you're in jail and your fellow inmates have seen those pics. But I mean seriously, it's probably like having a good entertaining documentary. Do you know that story about the one murder that involved a young John Bonai Ramsey? This is what a unsolved murder can still be expected to resemble, even in today's modern world of high-tech forensic investigation styles of the crimes involved. John Bonai Ramsey had several detectives working on the scene to determine if it may indeed have been the brother who could possibly have written the very mysterious ransom note that was still being analyzed for the handwriting expert witness testimony without converging on any of the other suspects already mentioned. But I'm getting ahead of myself. There are still cases involving premeditation that I can't even wrap my head around. It's possible to get updates on this stuff, but I need to ask Mike over at that chapter if he's able to give it a go. He is so good at giving it a go that I'm not sure if he has enough subscribers for all of that goo. His channel is still channel that I haven't been fully aware of until the true crime police have extrapolated everything available at the inquest for the jury, because the family was largely unaware of the concepts from the position of having all of the available evidence to form an entirely impactful summary of the charges against the defendant. Because like I've already established, woo-wee, this case is still under investigation. However, the however can, however be that as it may. However, case evidence to like and subscribe for more details and all the updates you can receive. However, believe me, we will bring you all of the developments in this case. You know what people don't talk about very recently is that one murder called as Joran van der Sloot. That was in connection to the mysterious disappearance of Natalie Holloway. And I remember when that was fresh news, my gosh, dude. That was like 15 years ago, but other murder cases are even older than that, like John Wayne Gacy. Talk about creepy. I get chills when I think about how much murder and homicides can come about as a result of the case being as hideous as it appears. Damn, I'm freaking out here. I can't get through some of the details as the contents of this, but here's a word from our sponsors.
M&M delicious creamy brown bean juice that is steaming because it is warm. So good. So freaking tasty and delightful. What could it be? Can you figure it out? Hello, it's known as something called ice coffee, and I'm here to tell you that there is one brand which is literally 100 times better than any other kind. And that's right, here it is the time for you to find out that Maxwell House is the coffee that you've been waiting for in your entire life to try the dust off. We start with the finest single origin beans from the most splendid locations on the planet such as Colombia, Kenya, Sumatra and of course Jamaica. Our beans are hand-selected for the finest flavors which are trust me way better than those beans collected by one of our fiercest competitors. Yeah, you know it to be true that Volvers brand is gonna give you the same number of high-quality beans as we do here at Maxwell House. So check this out. After we pick the beans from one of our supreme locations plantations, it is then time to pour several huge bags of beans into our super high-tech amazing roasting machines. We turn the machine on and there starts to be this really nice laid-back smell which emanates from the machine. I love that smell so much. So we put it on the medium setting most times because we don't like to burn the beans unless we are doing a dark roast or like maybe an Italian or French roast. Once that is done, it is ready time to put each batch into another truck where we will ship the roasted beans to one of our distribution centers. You need to believe me, this is where the magic happens. Before the warm brown bean juice is poured into your cup, there is a process which makes it exceptionally flavorful. So before you go out and buy a whole bunch of the cheese and Sanborn stuff or God forbid that nasty Hill Brothers coffee, you need to fully understand how Maxwell House is super way better than other brands. Please, I'm begging you, come to where the flavor is amazing and you get the best tasting coffee available. And make the most realistic choice to passionately enjoy the finest every day from the beauty of your own home. I have a feeling you will start making new friends when I smell the coffee that you have brewing at your house. It's out of this world. Thank you.
Sure, I'm gonna get me a cup soon. But here we are. This is Show Fresh City and I'm Trevor Honeycutt. Frankly, it's become apparent that I can't get to every single topic that we were trying to get to today. There are probably almost 10,000 things in the true crime realm of topics to touch upon, but today we didn't get to everything. Also, I have been involved in what has become known as analysis of homicide, and we treat each case with the ultimate care for the victims. Because nothing is more important than bringing the perpetrators to justice and keeping our streets safe from killers and psychomaniacs, or else we can fall prey to the same attitude that contributes to the same criminal sensibilities to the worst aspects of our society. So we bring you the most clear and concise updates from which our descriptions will provide. There are even reports that our coverage of the Jeffrey Dahmer case had reached a new number of subscribers, and that's why we care. Primarily about being able to monetize our channel by exploiting disgusting murders, and then trying to also sell products on our show, which isn't a crime, but some people have demonstrated that there is a fine line between product placement and corporate greed within the framework of our ability to isolate the psychology of a never-ending cycle of liking and subscribing wantonly to almost everything that flashes upon the screen of my laptop. I admit that I've been at an airport or two with a long wait for a flight, and I've binge devoured over 36 hours of true crime content without even purchasing a single product from the website. But just remember, Show Fresh City will always bring you the very finest content available and never exploit you just to make a few extra $1,000 because of the highest standards in excellence. Hey, yo, yeah, you are on. I am Trevor Honeycutt. Seriously though, folks, this is our chance to thank our subscribers for watching us try to sell products that we know you really need and can't live without. It is a chance to reach out to you all with the next great thing that you want and can't get enough of. Each and every one of our subscribers holds a very special place in our hearts, and you make it possible for this channel to grow, expand even more each and every day. Show Fresh City Owls. Yeah, butches. Yeah, butches. Yeah, butches.